You've been using AI now for what? A couple of years? Maybe close to 3? Be honest, has it actually changed your life, or are you still at your laptop at 9 o'clock at night doing everything yourself? AI has just gave you maybe a little bit of a fancier way of doing all the work. Meanwhile, some of the biggest names in tech have had AI running their entire business for the past month. They're not chatting to it, they're not asking it questions, they're not even thinking about things like prompt engineering. Yet, it's building the maps, it's doing outreach, making content, dashboards, SOPs, and even writing proposals whilst they sleep. They're using the same AI that you're using, except theirs actually does what you want yours to do, but you're not technical enough to work it out. That's the problem. Until now, you've needed to be a developer to set these things up. You've needed to know deep Claude code or what terminal is, API keys, all of the stuff that makes a majority of people look at their laptop, give up, close it, walk away, and then question where the last 6 hours went watching YouTube. This is exactly what that is. This is everything that they have in a box. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm some like tech genius or guru who built it from scratch. I didn't. I just figured out how to skip steps from A to C, the setup. Everything is done for you. You literally are just gonna plug this in, it interviews you about your business or whatever you want it to know, and it goes to work. And before you ask, why did you need a Mac Mini to do this? Why don't I just install it on my laptop? Because your laptop sleeps when you sleep. You close it and everything stops. This doesn't. This sits on your desk or your shelf, plugged into power, connected to Wi-Fi, running 24/7. Think of it like Amazon Alexa, but instead it's closer to what you wanted Alexa to be. I'm not gonna say it, probably could lead to copyright problems, but hopefully you get my vibe. I don't even know if I can wink. This works all the time. It works whilst you're asleep, works whilst you're on holiday, whilst you're at your kid's sports day. Your laptop can't do that. This is dedicated hardware for a dedicated job, and that's running your business and your life when you're not. And before someone goes on about the whole security question, I'm not going to pretend I'm some sort of like cybersecurity expert. But if you're comfortable in chatting to ChatGPT about your life problems on your laptop, this is going to be exactly the same, just sat in your office. It's more security if you think it's all right to use the same passwords on all your different accounts, or maybe you're one of those people that stores your bank PIN on their phone. Probably not the smartest idea. And the biggest benefit, you don't even need to sit in front of it. You just talk to it on your phone. You text it, voice note it, send it photos, whatever. Say you're out in the supermarket and you get an idea for an event that you want to host. Drop it a voice note, give it as much context as possible. When this thing's trained, it can find the venues, pricing, fancy brochure, or a website for people to RSVP on. The best benefit that I've had, which I do a lot of the time, and it's my fault, of putting all my receipts together and forgetting to put them together for my accountant, I can just send a photo of all of the receipts. By the time I get up in the next morning, my accounts are fully ready. I've got a full breakdown of all the receipts when I did it on a spreadsheet, nice and easy for me, and it does all the work for that. So let me walk you through what happens when you plug this thing in. It turns on, it starts asking you questions. It's going to have a conversation with you. It's going to ask you, what do you sell? Who are your clients? Tell me about your business. What's taking the most time? How do you want things written? What does your week look like? You sit there for about 30 minutes just talking to it. And by the end of the conversation, it knows the foundation of context that it needs to know about your business. It knows your tone, your services, your clients, your pricing, your problems. It knows everything. Then you give it skills: proposal writer, content planner, lead researcher, receipt processor if you're in my case. These things are coming out daily, and you just need to drop them in like a folder. And each time you do that, it teaches it a new capability instantly. Basically like that scene in The Matrix where Neo just suddenly learns like Kung Fu in 10 seconds. But it's not Kung Fu, it's your entire business and your life. From that moment, it's working for you. Let me show you literally what happens. Before I'm even out of bed, my phone buzzes. What's happened during the night is it's given me a full report of if I've made money, what's working, what's not working, who needs chasing, the F1 qualifying times because I'm not getting up that early for the Australian Grand Prix. I now know more about my business at 7 a.m. than I used to know by company meetings, having chats with 4 or 5 different people, and I haven't even opened up a single app. But here's the bit that ruined me. Every single task, everything you hand it, that's it, it's gone. You're never doing it again. You just hand it one task, then another and another. And after a few weeks, You look at your diary and half the diary's empty. Not because you've got nothing to do, no, that's the case, but because something else is doing it for you. And here's what actually changes, and this is the bit that I'm getting excited for. In a couple of weeks, maybe a few months, you have time. Not that I'm going to squeeze an extra hour in to try and get this to work out time, which we've all been there, but actually mental space to think. Time to plan, maybe to build something new. Or the bit that nobody actually talks about. Time to just stop. Time to spend more time with the kids. Time to spend more time with the family. Time to go away on holiday without thinking about work and not feeling guilty about it. Because for the first time, nothing's slipping through the cracks. Now, the price. I'm going to be straight with you. The price is ridiculously underpriced for what you're actually getting. And yeah, the price will go up. And I'm not saying that to kind of like put pressure tactics in. I'm saying that because I'm not stupid. Right now, this is what it is. A VA, costs maybe about $1,000 a month. Gets half the tasks that you give it, and you always have to like double check the work. I've been there, I've had plenty of VAs. An agency charges maybe like $2,000, $3,000 for a landing page. This thing can build that for me overnight. Here's why I've priced it, where I've priced it. The people who get this right now, they're getting in early. This product is evolving every single month, like almost every single week. Got new skills, new updates, capabilities. Everything is literally getting put straight into your device. 6 months from now, I've got no idea of what this thing will be capable of, but I'll price it at that stage there. So for the ones that are getting in, yes, you're probably going to get a bit of a roller coaster when it comes to updates, but think about it like this way. Imagine having the iPhone and all of your mates have got the Nokia 3310 or the Motorola Razr, the good old days of that flip phone that we all had. Instead, it's not a phone, this thing runs your business. To make it a little bit easier also for that transition, you're going to get 30 days of hands-on support from me and the team. Months of insider membership, which is all of these skills and everything that comes out. And I'm even offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you plug it in, you don't like it, then you just send it back. Stop trying to figure out AI. The button's below.